Hi, it's Nadia. Happy weekend and Mid-Autumn Festival. Today we are making Keto Mung Bean Pastry, my favorite mooncake, in a flourless, sugarless, and low-carb version. This simple, humble, and delightful Asian pastry is made by three major elements: flavorful dense fillings of mung bean paste and crispy mince meat, wrapped by crumbly and flaky keto pastry. It is a wonderful combination of savory and sweet flavors. In this video, we are going to make these three elements from scratch, sharing you my warm-hearted journey to create this keto-friendly mooncake. Let's get started. This recipe makes 12 keto mung bean pastries. Each contains less than 5 grams of carbohydrate. For mung bean paste fillings, we have 100 grams, half cup of mung beans, 240 grams, 1 cup of water, 36 grams, 3 tablespoons of erythritol, and 0.5 gram, an eighth of a teaspoon of sea salt. Very simple ingredients, and as you can see, we have erythritol to replace sugar to meet keto requirement. And let's talk about beans before making the sweet mung bean paste. In a lot of Asian dessert makings, red beans or azuki beans and green beans or mung beans are widely used. Carbohydrate content is around 60 grams in every 100 grams of both red beans and mung beans. It's a no-no in the ketogenic diet. However, 15 to 20 grams of this total 60 are dietary fibers. This recipe I only use 100 grams of mung beans, have it divided into 12 portions, so I managed to make it keto. Also because mung beans and red beans are stars of these traditional mooncake recipes, I found it very irreplaceable. But if we really want to go strict keto, black beans can be considered. Its carbohydrate content is around 30 grams in every 100 grams of black beans, half of red beans and mung beans. Now we'll have 2 efficient boiling steps to clean, prep, and cook the beans. First, boiling. Prepare a saucepan. No prior wash needed. Put mung beans directly into the pan. Add cold water in a sufficient amount to totally cover these beans. Put on the stove, medium heat. Have a lid on. It takes several minutes to bring to a boil. Once it's boiling, turn off the heat. Scoop out those floating beans, which indicates bad beans with hollow cores. This step is able to both wash beans and check beans quality. This batch of beans are fresh. I only scoop out 1 floating bean. Very lucky. Then discard the first boiling water. Rinse beans with water. This step is able to further discard some dirt or unwanted compounds, if any. Second, boiling. Put clean beans back into the clean saucepan. Add 240 milliliters, 1 cup of cold water, medium heat, with a lid on. When it's boiling again, turn down to low heat right away. Give it some good stirs and cook it with low heat for 15 to 20 minutes. Be sure to near the stove. Occasionally stirs in the middle of the process to avoid beans getting burned. When beans are fully cooked, turn off the heat completely. Add erythritol to dissolve in the remaining heat. Add sea salt to further balance the sweetness and flavor. The well-cooked beans are easily to be mashed with a simple spoon. Traditionally, a sieve is used to further mash the beans to discard husks. I prefer keeping them. I like the texture, and most importantly, more bean husks means more fibers, less bean starch, less carbohydrate, better suits keto. Covered with a lid, let it slowly cool down. Following, we are preparing the crispy meat mince. Ingredients are 100 grams, a third cup of ground meat, 15 millimeters, a tablespoon of avocado oil, 15 millimeters, a tablespoon of sugarless soy sauce or amino acid, 1 gram, a quarter teaspoon of white pepper, 1 gram, a quarter teaspoon of sea salt. Add them all together to marinate the meat mince. Have a wok or a frying pan ready. Turn on medium heat. Always be patient waiting till the wok is fully heated. Add some oil. Let it spread evenly. Put marinated meat mince into the wok. Spread it and let it pan fry a bit. No rush into stirring. I want it caramelized first, stir-fried later. This way prevents meat from sticking in the stainless steel-made wok. Continue to stir it constantly to evaporate the water in the meat. When water is mostly gone, unlike pan-fried bacon, meat mince become crispy with its own oil. Turn off heat and let it stay in the wok a bit. It smells so wonderful in the kitchen. I can just eat it directly. Put it into a container and let it cool down. Then let's move into the third element, Keto Mooncake pastry making. Ingredients needed are 200 grams, 2 cups of almond flour, 50 grams, 6 tablespoons of coconut flour, 50 grams, a third cup of milk powder or protein powder, 4 grams, 2 teaspoons of Zamzam gum, 4 grams, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 4 grams, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 gram, a quarter teaspoon of sea salt, 80 grams, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, cold and finely grated, 60 millimeters, 4 tablespoons of yogurt, buttermilk, sour cream, milk or non-dairy milk, and 120 grams, 2 large eggs. First, we sieve and mix the dry ingredients. And for wet ingredients, separate egg yolks and whites. Have egg whites whisked till it's fluffy. Mix yolks with yogurt. Mix grated butter with dry ingredients evenly. This step is similar to making shortcake, pie crust, or biscuits. Keep it dry, very cold, and do it as quickly as possible, as lightly as possible. Add liquid mixture and whisk egg whites together. Like the biscuits making, have pastry dough shaped into a rectangle form. Have it rested in the fridge for 20 minutes. Cut it into 12 portions and make sure each portion weighs 45 grams, around 3 tablespoons. Have it flattened and rested in the fridge again. We also need to prepare 12 portions of mooncake fillings. Each portion requires 4 grams, 1 teaspoon of meat mince, and 25 grams, 2 tablespoons of mung bean paste. Have meat mince wrapped into the flattened mung bean paste. Form a bowl shape. Have it chilled in the fridge. Fillings can also be made by simply mixing these two all together in one go. Much more efficient and time-saving if we were making a large batch. Next, we are moving into the most exciting part. Assemble mooncake. First, we need to make sure both the pastry dough and fillings are well rested and cold, especially the pastry dough. The texture is crumbly, so try your best to have it flattened and round enough as a pastry wrap, about 10 centimeters, 4 inches in diameter each. Put the fillings in and make the two as one. Final and again, have them chilled in the fridge for at least 20 minutes before baking. Make this with your family would be a true fun. Wrap your love inside. Symbolize your best wishes to your loved ones. The round shape also represents the moon shape, a full circle, a fulfillment of happiness. Preheat oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Bake it for 20 to 25 minutes accordingly. In the middle of the process, after first 10 minutes baking, have mooncakes covered with a parchment paper to keep the light brown color. Take it out of oven and let it cool down completely. Ta-da! Making of Keto Mung Bean Pastry is complete. My kitchen is full of wonderful smell and the atmosphere of Mid-Autumn Festival. Just like the happiness of enjoying a piece of apple pie or pumpkin pie to celebrate the autumn season. Look of these mooncakes may seem crumbly, but actually it holds together quite firmly, quite well. I'm very happy with the result. And when you cut the pastry open, the flavor, the texture, oh, the joy. It really makes me happy and content. Actually, last year I didn't have any mooncake since I started keto diet. At that time, I haven't explored enough for making a traditional recipe into a keto-friendly version. Now I'm more confident to explore, to try, to enjoy, and to create alternative recipes, making my own keto diet abundant with varieties. What is your favorite holiday or festival dish? Do you have a keto-friendly version of it? Let me know in the comments below. I wish you a wonderful autumn season. Please know that you are cherished and blessed. Thank you for your watching and considering to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care.